Hello YouTube, Bricks here with another update. This time I am showing you my train MOC. As my previous train MOC, I accidentally knocked it off the track. It was live on London Bridge bricks and my chair leant back and I just knocked it off the track. So I needed to start again. Here are the remnants of my previous train. So instead of trying to rebuild it, I wanted to completely start again, as I want it to be a little bit longer than it was here. I wanted it to have a British train feel to it, as my dad used to be a train driver, and this is a picture, that's my dad in a 37 engine. My mum used to take me to the train station and meet my dad when he was driving through, and I'd sit in the cab with him and drive a few miles and back in the cab of the engine, so lots of fond memories. But I didn't want to go with that design, I wanted to use this one. This is the 47, so as you can see it hasn't got the big bulbous thing sticking out the front, as these are the ones that I used to remember the most growing up, so this is the design I wanted to go for. Didn't have as much of the dark blue, so I went with the sand blue colours. I had the windows that colour as well as surplus bricks, and just went with the 47 design. The front was a little bit low, so I just needed to tweak it. So having raised it slightly and put the roof over the cab where the driver sits, I was starting to be relatively pleased with the overall design of the train. Obviously I wanted it to be powered, but I wanted to use the infrared power system rather than the Bluetooth powered up. It's a little bit low here as the sensor wasn't quite sticking up enough to catch the remote. So now I've stuck some wheels down on it. Still not completely finished, but as you can see I've raised the infrared sensor now so it can detect the remote, and the power on button is just under this little switch here. You can see it's lit up. The actual button does work in it, I was just taking it out to show you. So it just lines up nicely over the top of the button there. So let's see what it looks like in the city. So really pleased with the overall look and design. I think it looks better with the train being longer than the previous version. There are a few little things I had to fix. For instance, if you look at the bars on the side, I had to take them off on this side because they were hitting the fence along there. So it was pretty tight and it was just hitting them all and knocking them all over. So I've just taken them off there temporarily. I will hopefully come up with a solution to that, but for now I will be keeping it as it is. So let's get it moving. This is the first time it has ever rolled, so I'm going out a little bit cautiously, slowly around the track. I haven't even checked if there's anything on the track. I should do that. There is a slight incline over in that corner, so because it's going slowly it just takes a little bit longer to come down this straight, around this bend. And Harper's come up to the loft to see what all the commotion is. She does love watching the trains. So coming along nicely. Oh, there's been an accident, it's derailed slightly. So we'll get that going and see if it's just an anomaly or it happens again. And it seems to have made it around this time. So I just want to try a few more of those laps just to make sure. And Harper's just making sure it stays on the track at the other end as well. Oh, it's derailed there slightly. So it's just the front wheels that have come off there. I actually thought it was the corner was the problem, but it seems to be coming off on the straight edge. So that is something I will look to see where the problem is and fix. Let us know if anybody else has these little problems with the trains randomly derailing. I think it's only because there's a certain point where it's not quite level and it must be bouncing or something, but I will check that out. And it's done it again. So let me just fix this problem. Okay, problem fixed, I think, and hopefully this should go round and round. And I could make it and edit this video so that those little errors are not in it, but I thought it'd be nice to keep them in it just to show all cities have problems, and it's just a case of working out the problem and then it will run smoothly. So hopefully this will go round repeatedly. It did derail again there, so I just fixed the problem again, and this time hopefully there will be no more issues. It is running smoothly now, and as you can see I've got my underground train going round as well. So I've done quite a few circuits now and everything seems to be running okay. Really pleased with the design of the engine and how that's turned out. So time to wrap things up. Thank you for watching. Please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and a subscribe so you don't miss any future city updates. Goodbye.